I'm just joking, y'all. I know how many people really don't like the Bills, but if you do, I am sorry. But the new favorite team of the week, Brazil, may find these buds. Right there they are. Who's at the top? Who's that? HB. That is like barely good. Who is that god? That is freaking Barkley, bro. I don't know. But other one is probably I don't think. No, yeah, we're gonna face Philadelphia. Hey, I'll show y'all right now. Cause we're only away team. Yo, welcome to the stream, whoever. I don't know. Sorry. Well, I don't know who you are. Because I can't tell who people are unless they comment, so. You gotta find out, Corey. I didn't know it was you, Corey. Watch. Then you're gonna find out. And I know, you're gonna be confused. It is the Giants. It does not matter. He was a part of the team, bro. He does not matter. He disrespected us, bro.
It's the National Football League presented by AD-ace-Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy between the New York Giants taking on yet another NFC team, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Let's go, let's go! Check. Go, go. Let's go.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Who, Tanner?
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to
Which one, Tanner?
The 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
But anyway, what's up, Corey's cousin?
Waits now on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz.
Shit.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end,
Corey,
but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry.
Nobody? Okay, what's up, nobody?
And the defense.
Hey, by the way, good luck using your TV so that's on the apocalypse. It's really weird, but just saying good luck.
To play for the New York Giants. He's looking for an opportunity to really shine. Sharp and returning football on kickoffs and punts. The Giants believe he can fill the gap at safety for them.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
More like 4th and 2.
And down he goes. Dexter Lawrence drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Now this is the question: does their kicker have any kicking power at all to get this?
How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal. That's absolutely huge.
Now, Corey, I got a secret weapon on my team. Watch it. No, it's probably not going to be the right
Super Bowl, but at least you get something
good to do. Number 19, I heard a lot about
lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Oh, he slipped right by him. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in position to get points of their own?
Barkley, brother.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A beautiful fake. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants have taken the lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
So now Eli and the Giants will line up and go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge, and fire out.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard
By the way, anyone besides Corey?
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Reveal my name.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Now the result here,
reveal my name, but you have to know it.
On 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Wentz on the draw, leads it for Sanders.
Oh,
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs.
Yeah.
The best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
21.
Returning is Peppers. Oh, look at the juke. Needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley fights off the defender. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40.
Saquon's
taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the
sometimes
final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books, 8-3 our score.
He's not the best at breaking, I think.
That's a little bit over. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I want to get a hurdle with Saquon, okay? He is the star.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. Oh, the
See?
hurdle.
Ultra.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. To the line now is Eli, as his guys will go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will dive into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion is successful. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
After the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Football going back to the Eagles. And, Charles, this Eagles team and the Cowboys, what an interesting NFC East race this turned out to be this season. A lot of people thought it would be these 2 teams neck and neck. Well, they were right, but they thought the records would be a touch better. But if you keep it germane to the Eagles, what has gone right, what has gone wrong this year for them?
Well, what's gone right is that they have a good culture that they battle. Because this season could have gone totally south for Philadelphia because they had a number of injuries. They went through some losing stretches, and the whole thing could have gotten away from them. But they hung in there and battled all the way to the end. What went wrong? Receivers. By the end of the season, they were playing with guys who were bringing up from the practice squad, signing off of other teams' practice squads. None of the starters that were expected to be their frontline guys were available down the stretch for Philadelphia and their quarterback, Carson Wentz.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's complete to Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Hi, Adam.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after
They
catch.
kicked that out.
They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Stopped him in his tracks. Able to slither by.
Oh, my.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This is based on real stats, so if this thing could actually happen, this is what could happen.
Touchdown, Giants!
And this is what would happen. Saquon
with his 3rd touchdown
on
of the Super
half.
Bowl.
Now look at this. I mean, I'll admit this is super unrealistic, but it's still a good play. Okay, he turns, boom, he's out of here. Then this dude comes, boom, boom. Then he comes up, Saquon clutch, comes through these dudes, and brings it home with a flip into the end zone. See, that could actually happen. Now Saquon
the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Let's do this one, because they're not going to expect that. They're going to be like, okay, something has to be going on.
But
they're going to know.
And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
But like, tune into the live, bro. More people on the live.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives. And
hold up, I'm checking if a friend's online.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating and it allows their interior guys.
I started the chat party up. I want to see if my friend will join.
You know, if it bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, as an offense, you know, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. Here's Cameron Johnston now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's
okay,
on the play. Here comes Peppers.
Now, they did wrong with giving me such an open fit. Now that blocker is gonna give him.
There he goes.
I'm gonna bring that one.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Covered a lot of ground there. 81 yards on the punt return. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
But you see, not a lot
of times they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's gonna throw it. That one caught by Allison. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives. And clocked it up. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
Would probably disappoint to see it. Oh, shoot. Yeah. We might only see that. We'll know that. Same play. No one was over there because this was.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And now pass.
I was not going to be hostile, dude. I wasn't letting that happen.
Touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight as his guys continue.
Come on, road trip. Let's get the tail. That's what I'll remember. Let's get it.
No one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius.
He's going to need it.
Body to keep people away from the football.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All right, right, time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffrey. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game.
I was ready to do a 24-hour overnight challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and 3.
Get me the 50 subs.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
The first fumble, and
this time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone.
why did I do that? I'm not used to them trying to do.
Take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
A pass. Sorry about me, but I also like Shepard and Lattimore. Lattimore, Lattimore. We got Lattimore. Okay. Take one. I'm talking to buddy. See, he's the king of this game. Okay. But in reality, Shepard and Lattimore are 2 times better than that. Lattimore.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 74 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as it would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This is taken at the 10. Oh, now he bowls him over. And now running right through him. And there he goes again. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Almost the full length of the field, a 90-yard punt return as his guys continue.
I'm telling you, boys, Peppers is that good in real life. I know he can be that good.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for
he just was like, oh my god, they can't deal with my heat.
This fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
No, my god, there's a huge nail on my finger.
We want 2 instead.
I know, I'm 50% with broken one. I'll try to pick it off.
I do know this, when you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line.
See, look, I was trying to throw it, but
I tell you what, meeting them again, somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown him a little bit.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
If I'm playing a game and and one of my guys is even close to you, and it's possible for a pick, then don't quit.
Saquon Barkley, 33 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in. And he takes off with it. It's a
I'm going to get a juke right here.
Another explosive run, and one thing
See what I mean? I just chucked right through.
Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block them downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They have been struggling.
Well, let's check this quarterback crap. Elon Manning. Ooh, a 0. And Carson Wentz. Oh, yeah. Of course, 83 yards. Look at he's 0. Eli Manning does not need to throw the ball. Just needs to run. Now, we're gonna get it here. We're getting Eli Manning out. Okay, he's gonna be out. We don't want him in. Wait, hey, what's he doing for the team exactly? Let's go back in here. The depth chart. Okay, now let's do it. Feeling D. Jones. Listen, I want D. Jones in it. Alright, good.
I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They go counter with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Coming to you.
Again, it's Howard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Like,
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a field, barring a conversion here on third down.
That dude looking like he on fire, dude.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the team is able to come up with the ball.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First down,
okay, I don't know. Okay.
Not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Okay, Eli needs something because right now Wentz is blowing him out on the passing and running and so forth. So let's run with Eli and see how good Eli is. Come on, that is. Oh, I don't know if Eli can take off. Dude, Eli just sucks so bad. Okay, if I don't get the first right here with Eli, then that means I'm going to lose it to Saquon. But Eli, you got to pick someone. I mean, come on, dude.
Big yardage there on the scramble.
Nah, Eli cannot do the count though as like his portion. No, he has to yards. Well, listen, you do not need to throw
Gets past one man
for crap.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains.
Okay, Saquon, they're thinking we're the shot back. Hurry. That's not a hurdle. No, that's not a hurdle. Oh my God,
you're brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Oh, here he's
4 yards on the pickup.
Now, where's the run play at? You cannot out Saquon. They don't even want to try a run. Okay, he's coming Saquon has like a close season. Come on, dude. Go to Saquon. Yeah.
To Barkley, you check down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues
good idea, Saquon. This is his touchdown. He's juking someone to get his heat. I don't care if he was his again. That's his touchdown, okay? Cannot take the dream away from the boy. Okay, it is the boy's dream.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Oh my God.
As they come to the line here on third and goal from the
line. No, we're going for it. Heck no. Heck no. No. Saquon is better than you think he is. Saquon's running it. I don't know if he's going to. It won't let me run with Saquon. You know what? I'll just do this. I mean, fun, right? My glasses are okay. You know what I'm saying? My glasses are okay. My glasses are okay, baby.
To put this one out of reach. So another score there. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up the 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post.
He is leaving. You need to start. It's going to be a penalty.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. Throwing his Wentz. That is incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Working from the gun, Wentz, and he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Sanders. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a second and 2.
Freaking thing.
Second and 2. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not hard.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And Elliott puts this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now, Saquon, you need to up your game now, brother, because you were literally just like you were not helping. Saquon, that's not normal.
This well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
By the way, Saquon ain't known for speed. He's known for this. Listen, I'm gonna do it right about now. A juke. Yep, you read it correctly. Yeah, he is known for a juke. He is.
New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Oh, that is the Super Bowl. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good night. By the way, there's one of the other best running backs, Christian McCaffrey. Peace out, boys. Have a freaking good night. Hey, peace out, boys. Hey, peace out, brothers. Oh, ooh.